Do you ever hear a sound in the other room and you're like positive it has to be a murderer? I do. So today we're going to be learning some physical and verbal moves so that we can try to get ourselves out of potentially dangerous situations in the home. But first, I should probably go check on that, right? Hello, my name is Merle, and these are my friends.
I'm Carolina.
And I'm Cailyn.
And today we're going to be talking about our own experiences and situations where we felt unsafe or at risk in our own homes. So I consume a lot of dark material between true crime and horror movies to a degree where I'm like, I enjoy it, but I feel like I also pay a price for it because I'm just like constantly worried that some intruder is going to climb in through my window or come in through my door or going to be in my closet already. My own experiences throughout my life, I've had a case of assault in my life. I've gotten it to as simple as like a scary phone call that I got from someone who was threatening me. And I just felt really helpless, like there was nothing I could do. I kind of froze and I didn't know what to do.
I always had a fear of someone like coming into my bedroom and like hurting me in any type of way. My grandma gave me a letter opener for Christmas once, and it's just like sits by my bed. It looks like the Eiffel Tower, but then you take it out and it's a letter opener. So watch out.
I've lived alone since college. I definitely think I could do more to protect myself. It's something that's always like on my mind. Being a woman, being a person of color also is like scary living anywhere, especially being from like the South. So I think my main way of protecting myself is just being very, very observant.
I have a bat that will break bones for sure, but is very lightweight. I also I've bought like an extra lock for my apartment.
I definitely learned about awareness from like my grandma and my aunts and everything. They tell me things that they were like, I wish I was a little bit more aware, or always go in and say, hey, grandpa, dad, husband, whatever, like I'm home, like in case there's someone around.
I always like similarly in a way, like before I go into my apartment, before I unlock it, I check to make sure it's still locked. Something I always do is like, I know I locked this door, and if it's not still locked, I'm not going in there yet.
My name is Meredith Gold. I have a company called Raw Power Real World Self-Defense and Empowerment Training. I've been training for about 30 years, and I came to the world of self-defense out of necessity. Someone tried to abduct me as I was walking home in my own neighborhood, and I developed PTSD as a result until I finally decided to take a self-defense class. And once I did, it was so empowering and transformational for me that I decided that that needed to be my life's path. Today we're looking at assaults that happen in our own home, either by someone who was invited into our home or by someone who forces their way in. So it's a really great opportunity to show some answers to questions that I think a lot of us have about what would I do if these different situations were to happen within my own home.
Who is it?
Oh, hey, just a delivery for you.
Okay, you can just set it down right there.
You know, it's pretty heavy. I can just put it inside for you. That way you don't have to lift it up again.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
no
you just
problem.
don't mind leaving it right here, that'd be awesome. Thank you. What are you doing? No, stop it!
The first thing about a situation like this is to really trust our intuition, right? So most of us have regular delivery people, not everyone, but oftentimes we see the same faces coming from different delivery companies. So in this case, you open the door and he said, oh, I have a delivery. If it's not someone you recognize, it's really okay to just ask where they're coming from. Like, what company do you work for? Or, who's that delivery from? Just let them know that, like, wait a minute, you have to sort of pass a test before I'm gonna talk to you more. So for him to say, no, 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 what he was doing was, of course, using friendliness and charm as a strategy to gain your trust. And then he came inside and was able to perpetrate his attack. So some really important takeaways from this situation are really to trust what you're feeling. If it doesn't look right, sound right, or feel right, it's not. And know that you have the right to set that boundary and tell him what you want him to do. If he ignores it, it's a red flag. So let's look at some physical defenses against this kind of situation. If you do have to let someone into your house, and even if you feel comfortable in that situation, think about doing something like this. I come in to the door and I decide I'm going to let this person in. Think about staying close to the door and being directive. This way, if you say, yeah, put it down over there, if anything starts to get weird, you can leave. You want to position yourself between the door and this person rather than being between the person and a dead end.
Ideally, if you know that someone is in your home and you have access to an exit, that would be the first line of defense. Grab your cell phone and get out of there and call the police.
This was the dynamic where you were between him and the rest of the apartment. When he makes his move and he pushes you, think about this. I want you to tuck your chin and bring your hands into your center line. This is a way that you can protect your head and your arms if you fall. When we put our hands out, which is a natural response, oftentimes we can hurt or break our wrists. So just think about chin down, hands in, and then go down sort of on one butt cheek or the other to stay away from hurting your tailbone. And what I want you to think about is be on your side, because I want you to protect your chest and then get your longest weapon between you and him. And you just snap your heel, bang, right into his groin. That's a really, really powerful tool. Even if you grab my leg, I can switch and use my other leg. So my whole body comes over to the other side. I get my other leg in here, and now I'm gonna target his head, bang, and I'm gonna kick toward his head. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm yelling my head off. You wanna be that nightmare person who does everything he's not expecting. Give it a try. Tuck your chin and get your hands in. Good. Get your legs in there and yell.
No!
Good. Do it again.
No!
Nice. Nice job. Switch over and kick.
No!
Beautiful. Again.
No!
Good. Yell, get out.
Get out!
Love it.
I'm always afraid of being attacked in my own home, so I was very excited to learn like different ways that I can like stop someone from either coming in or like stopping an attack when it's happening. Who is it?
Oh, hey, delivery.
Oh, yeah, you can just leave that right there.
Oh, you know, it's pretty heavy. I can just put it inside for you. That way you don't have to lift it up again. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why don't you just put it right over there?
Over here.
No, right over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, just right over here is fine. Yeah, thank you so
Good.
much. No! Stop! No! Get out! Get out! No! Get out!
Carolina was awesome. You know, that is a really tough situation when someone is using charm as a strategy, but when that voice is telling you this doesn't feel right, we need to trust it. It was a perfect illustration of it doesn't matter how tall you are, how petite you are. He thought, here's this petite woman, this is gonna be quick and easy, and she made it a real problem. I was so impressed with her.
Honestly, I'm so tired. I don't think I possibly have it in me to meet up. Maybe tomorrow. It's been such a long
Hey, hey.
Who are you?
This is basically your nightmare situation, right? You are coming home, maybe it's the end of the day, you're tired, you might be distracted, phone on the shoulder, and I'm struggling to find my keys, and before I know it, someone is on me and forcing me into my own home.
Going into this day and knowing what my simulation was gonna be, I was a little apprehensive because I was really aware that it would probably be incredibly triggering. But I was also really excited to really have the opportunity to rewrite a different ending.
The primary concept in this kind of scenario is really to use our awareness. So just think about taking a quick check, even just in your own hallway, in your own building, just a quick check down the hall before you put your keys in your door. It's just a simple way to make sure that there's no one behind you. If we think of it not as an inconvenience or a burden, but just as a habit, we just do it every day just like we brush our teeth. After a while, you don't even think about it, you are just behaving more safely. So let's look at the physical defense for this situation. If you're grabbed from behind and surprised, the first thing you're gonna try to do is turn around and face this person. Now, this is a different fight. But in this case, he's got you and he's directing you to the bed. So here we go, and you're talking, hey, what do you want? What's going on? And I'm here. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is start negotiating. Hey man, look, don't hurt me, right? We're just saying things, we're trying to find the key to unlock this crazy mind. Hey, what do you want? Just tell me what you want. And look what I'm doing. I'm planting my feet because when I find my opening, I want to buck him off. And now he moves to choke me. This is super dangerous. I only have seconds before I lose consciousness. I'm going to throw my forearms over his lower arms and momentarily pin his arms to my chest and break the choke, but it's not gonna last long. So I need to buck him off with my hips. Bang, dump him on the floor. And now I'm getting my legs in there and I'm ready to kick. Get away! Bang, I'm kicking him. I'm getting my legs in there, bang! If he lands near the bed, I can use the back of my heel to axe kick him.
just to make sure I can get out of here safely.
When I was watching Meredith go through the simulation for my scene, the thing was that she was talking to me and like making eye contact with me while it was happening, and it kind of like helped me like get grounded and be like, okay, this is to give you the power back. I came out of it feeling stronger and confident to go into the scenario.
All right, it's your turn, so let's run the physical part of this. Okay, you're trying to turn around, but he's not letting you. Good. Plant your feet and negotiate.
Listen, I have money. You do not have to do this. I promise. Like, I can give you anything.
Go.
You want. No! No!
Great, get your legs in.
No! No!
Great. Get in for that axe.
No!
And then you get yourself to safety. All right, nice job.
I don't know, dude. I'm so tired. It's been like just a disaster week. Maybe tomorrow I could go. We'll see. I don't know. Just give me a little while. I just need to like take a.
Shut up.
Who are you? What are you doing? Stop! Stop!
Hey. Keep your mouth shut.
Listen, I have cash. I have cash in my wallet. I have jewelry. You can take whatever you want.
I said shut up.
No! 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 No!
Merle's scenario was really, really intense. Watching Merle deal with that overwhelming situation and find an answer and execute her defense was so inspiring and so empowering. I think that that scenario also really illustrated beautifully the importance of situational awareness. It really is number one in any kind of self-defense. Knowing who and what is around us gives us an opportunity to avoid a problem if possible.
All finished?
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
There you go. Just take a look at that. It's got all the information on there.
Awesome. Thank you.
You here by yourself?
Yeah, I live here. Yeah, it's been nice.
It's lonely, right?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Can you just back up
No,
a
it's
little
okay.
bit?
It's okay. It's
No.
okay. Hey.
Let go!
Hey, come here.
Let go!
Come here.
Let go of
Right
me!
now.
What are you?
Shh,
Let
get
go!
over here. Get over here. Come on, right now.
Let go!
Come on, shut up.
So this is a situation that is particularly challenging because you're home alone and there's someone in the home with you that you've actually invited in. In this case, it's a professional person who you kind of assume you're going to be able to trust. So it's really important that you consider what your plan might be in that kind of eventuality. So let's take a look at that. There are a couple of things to keep in mind in this situation. The first is trying to control your distance from this person if at all possible. There's really nothing wrong with saying, hey, stop right there. Stop right there. I just need to take a step back. Act on what we're feeling, and there is no reason that guy should be close enough to touch me. If, in fact, they start to close in on you, think about creating a path to an exit before they can trap you. So it's really important to open up my field of vision and make a plan. There's the door. So if he's moving toward me this way, I want to move out and position myself between the problem and a way out of it. And that gives me a lot more options. Even when I'm just talking to someone, I could even be leading them toward the door. Okay, thanks, as I'm walking toward the exit. It's really, really important that I give myself permission to just say, stop right there, and even, I need you to leave. Let's take a look at some physical defenses for the situation. I'm setting a boundary. He's not listening to me. This guy grabs both of my hands. It's kind of a nightmare situation a lot of us have worried about. Like, what am I gonna do if both of my hands are grabbed? But really, his hands are full of my arms, so he's not hitting me. That makes it not such a terrible spot for me to be in. He's pulling me out. He wants me to go with him. I'm trying to stop him with my body weight. If he's stronger than me, why not use my own body weight against him, step in and knee him in the balls? In fact, a hard knee to the balls might be enough to finish it, but I don't want him to follow me or chase me in any way, so I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna knee him in the head. And now I'm leaving and I'm gonna find safety.
Meredith just seems so confident, which did actually make me feel more confident. You just do it. She was like, you just go.
Okay, now it's your turn. Run that scenario with some physical defense. Here we go.
Let go.
Good.
Let go. Let go.
Good, yell.
No.
Great.
It just immediately felt real that I was like, okay, fight or flight. I guess I'm a fighter.
Yes. There you are.
I felt like a superhero.
It's all done.
Oh, great.
Yeah, everything you need is right there.
Thank you.
Yeah. You live alone?
Yeah, I moved here like a few months ago.
Yeah. Get lonely, right?
Yeah, no, could you just back up a little bit,
No.
please?
No, it's fine.
Back up.
Here,
Let
come here.
go.
Shut up. Come here.
Let go.
Get over here. Come on.
Let
come
go.
on. Get over here.
Let go. No.
Oh.
No.
Ooh.
Cailyn was really, really impressive. That scenario is really intimidating. We've invited someone into our home. It's supposed to be a professional, someone that we can trust. And here we are, I'm home alone, and I don't know if anyone's even gonna hear if I'm yelling. So that's what that person is counting on. So to watch her really step into her power in that moment, I could really see it in her eyes. You know, he grabbed her wrists and he threatened her, and like I could just see a little kind of a switch flip in her head, like, oh no, 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 you're not doing this to me. I was so, so, so impressed with her.
I just have confidence now that I'm like, even if you're in a position where it's like your hands are pinned, like I feel like I'm gonna have that forethought to like look for the openings. And also just like, you know, there's so much power in reclaiming your story.
My favorite thing that Meredith said, no matter how big a person can get, how big their muscles get, how much they work out, their weak spots are always gonna be the eyes, the nose, and their groin. You can't work that out, and that is my key takeaway for life.
Meredith even said, like, first you have to like assert yourself and like put your hands up, use your voice. I don't know, it made me feel so strong to be able to like yell at this person and feel like, no, like I'm in control of the situation. Like you are not gonna come into like my home and like push me around. Like who do you think you are, sir? But if this situation, like God forbid, were to like arise, I know at least a few steps I can take to like protect myself.
Though it can feel really overwhelming in the moment, a big goal in these kind of crises is to stay as calm as you possibly can and keep breathing. The kind of situations that we saw today really do conjure up a lot of fear. And while we showed you some really solid and effective physical techniques and verbal strategies that you can use, the most important thing is your fighting spirit, especially in a situation where you feel like the odds are against you. Believe in yourself and other people will believe it a lot more quickly.